Well, good morning, everyone. Um, I'm hoping you're having a good morning. It's 9:40 on Monday morning, and it is my hope that you're having a wonderful morning already and that you have already committed in your mind to have a good day. We're told to think on things that are positive and good and helpful, etc. Or you can think on things that are negative and bad and unworthy. You get to choose whatever you want to think, right? And so, you know, think on the things that are positive, right? Um, no condemnation, particularly for those from the faith community. Just understand that Romans 8:1 says there's no condemnation. So don't beat yourself up. Uh, God doesn't beat you up. He loves you as you are with all your foibles. Isn't that nice to know? He's not mad at you. Now, you hear a lot about trust today. We're losing trust in government. People don't trust their parents. People don't trust their employer. People don't trust their friends. I mean, people aren't trusting the clergy today because of all the rampant spiritual abuse and unhealthy leadership that's out there today. It's cover up of sexual abuse. Trust is gone, and we think a lot of times that if I do something, I go, "You just need to forgive me," that I get trust back. Trust is easily given, but and very easily broken. But it can be difficult, not impossible, to get back. And one of the things we talk about in our work, borrowing from the work of Dave Horsager, who does his work around trust in the corporate world, I adapted his work for marriage and family. But one of his key components of trust is consistency. In other words, we trust people who are consistently trustworthy. If you are not consistently trustworthy, you're not going to get trust. It's just really simple, not rocket science. All right. In other words, if you say you're going to do something and you don't do it, you lose trust. But if you say you're going to do something and you're consistently the person who does what they say they're going to do, you follow through, you got trust. If you're consistently kind, you're trusted as kind. If you're consistently caring, you're trusted and caring. I mean, think about it. How do we trust people? We trust people based on the way that we know them. Do you get that? We trust people based on the way that we know them. In other words, if I know you to be a person who's late, I trust you to be late. If I know you to be a person who's time, I trust you. If I know you to be a person who's on time, I'm talking a little too fast. Can you tell? We'll slow it down. Beasley. If you're a person who's consistently on time, you're trusted that way. If you're a person who's consistently late, you're trusted that way. If you're a person who is consistently uncaring, you'll be trusted as someone who's uncaring. If you're consistently someone who is generous, who is gracious, who is patient, you'll be trusted that way. If you're also consistently someone who is angry, manipulative, controlling, fill in the blank, you'll be trusted to be that way. Because we trust people based on the way that we know them. And here's the kicker. You create the way that you are known consistently. And because you who you are and what you are as a way of being shows up, sometimes you can fake it. Sometimes you can fake being patient. Sometimes you can fake being kind. But people know the real you. Just because you act kind right now doesn't mean you are kind. Why? Because we have a consistent pattern in you of being unkind. We have a consistent pattern of being selfish, a consistent pattern of being controlling. Nice to know that every once in a while you're kind, or etc. But that means nothing when it's consistently the other way. You see, you can't really change your behavior till you change your soul. Because your soul is your soul. And until you transform the soul, you can't change what the body does. You can lie for a moment, but in the end, your soul is what it is. You want to change who you are consistently, allow yourself to transform your soul into what we call the four protectors of a relationship. What if you became a person who was a person of goodwill and respect and humility and empathy? And if you allowed yourself to become that kind of person, key phrase, as a way of being, not just for a moment here or there, but as a way of being, then you'll be consistently respectful. You'll be consistently having goodwill. You'll be consistently humble, and you'll be consistently caring, and people will trust you and will want to be around you. You see, you're either a source of pleasure or you're a source of pain. You decide. So trust does require consistency. We trust people based on the way that we know them. And I, as well as you, create your way of being known. How do people know you? Are you self-aware enough to know? That was the key for me. And I began 25 years ago my own healing and transformation. I would begin to ask people how I'm coming across. And I would listen, and I would not get defensive when they answered me. I considered the possibility that they might see something in me that I'm not seeing. You see, folks, we all have blind spots. But do you recognize that you have blind spots, number one? And then are you open to the possibility that the way you think you come across is not the way that you are coming across? Those are very different conversations. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And thank you for allowing me to, just in a small way, encourage you on this day. Bye.